Clarksville, Tennessee, after a 9-2 beatdown by the Governors yesterday. Austin Peay, UAB meet for game number 2. Hello everyone, Ethan Schmidt, Casey Yates joining me yet again for another big one. And Casey, after last night, we had some changes in our little lineup here that we look for players to watch. So who do you have and who are you looking for here early in this one for UAB, the visiting team?
Yeah, UAB, we have Johnny Hume, number 22 for UAB, and he had 2 goals yesterday. He played a great game. They're going to be looking for him to start the offensive starting for them and try to hopefully score some goals for them.
And for Austin Peay, went with Sam Singleton, a very talented player in Sam Singleton.
Yeah, so he scored a goal there for Austin Peay yesterday, and he's on a 5-game goal streak. So hopefully he can make it 6, and we'll see. He's a great talented player. He's fast, uses his body. So I'm excited to see what he can do today.
As we get set for the puck drop here, Austin Peay, and you mentioned it, Coach Kane Eastwood's club will come out. Same lineup as yesterday except for one change, and they'll go with the new man in goal, which is Carter Chamberlain. So Dylan Wells had a great game just yesterday. Will not get the start today, but they'll go with Cale Lewis, Connor Breen, Ethan Goins, Peyton Leonard, and the captain, Ryan Moyer, for the Governors. This one goes back to Breen. Same starting lineup for UAB. They come out with Frolov in goal, Vertamo defensively, Trimble defensively, Carlson, Hume, and Kang up front. Governors already quickly getting into UAB's area, and we see a first stoppage as well.
Yeah, it looks like UAB there just kind of threw the puck out of play there, and they were under rushed by a good forecheck by Austin Peay there.
So the Governors will have the face-off. Next to Frolov, and it goes right back. This is going to be Leonard, who just can't get his stick on it. Good block there by the defenseman, and now Moyer, does he have an opportunity to score another one this weekend? He already had one. It was unassisted yesterday. Goes to Leonard. Leonard tries to sneak one in, can't get to it. Goes hard off the wall there, as Cale Lewis will stop this one. Now Lewis is going to skip one over. Leonard's there, tries to stay with it. Frolov just gets a hand on it to poke it out. And it looks like we may have had a little bit of a tie-up there with Leonard and Frolov, and actually knocks the goal off.
Yeah, it looked like the goal got knocked off there, Pan Leonard in the crease area, so.
So Austin Peay, another face-off upcoming. Christensen, who comes in on the line change. Slides out Lewis, trying to keep it up yet again. Governors will still be able to stay across the blue line. Now they'll have to get back, so this one will go back to Jackson Smith. Jackson Smith, 2 goals yesterday. Spent a lot of time in the penalty box. Jackson Smith wasn't very excited about that one, but he does get 2 goals yesterday. As we see one again, Cale Lewis just trying to get one towards Frolov. Loses it on the walls there, but again, we talked a little bit about Austin Peay yesterday, and one of the things that we said was in game 2, they have to come out and not be non-aggressive, just can't have as much time in the penalty box.
Yeah, I think that's the key to the game today, is to just stay out of the box, and if they can stay out of the box, it's gonna be a good game for them.
UAB, they have to get a lot of shots up. That was a big issue yesterday. Governors outshot them 53-35 yesterday, 20-5 in the 3rd period alone.
Yeah, if you're UAB, you just gotta keep control of the puck and just get shots on net here.
Governors have it. Off the back wall, that's going to be Roadhamel. Good to see Roadhamel up as Franklin tried a shot on goal, just couldn't get to it. I think maybe deflected was more like it, as Jackson Smith gets this one around. And someone loses a stick. It's going to be Creech who loses it. Creech is trying to get to his stick now, as Cale Lewis is in front. Cale Lewis goes down. I don't know if maybe he slipped there or got a little bit of a tangle with Johnny Hume. As Creech goes down yet again, so Creech, not used to the ice today, apparently having a little bit of struggles. We see a good check there by Cale Lewis saying, hey, get your skates right today. And now here's Austin Peay with the chance. That's Singlin. Singlin goes down. Govs keep it up. But it will have to be, they'll have to retreat, otherwise it would be offside. And I think the hand's up for a delayed penalty. As the officials come over, there was a penalty already. The hand went up that it was delayed.
It was I think it was a delayed offside there for Austin Peay. Did not clear the zone, and now it looks like Alex Hewitt will be going to the box here. And I think and for that late hit after the whistle.
So it was delayed offsides, and then leads to this as he tried to get there late. And
yeah, that's a bad penalty to take there. You should have heard that it was offsides, and it's so they're gonna be on the penalty here.
Governors, though, they had a shorty last night as Leonard comes over. Can he do it again? Off the pads, coming back up. The Govs just flip it over the top, though. That was Bernot who had a look. 2 chances for Austin Peay. Now they'll retreat with Cooper Smith. Smith sends this one deep. Again, the Govs did allow 2 penalty power play goals late, or in the 1st and 2nd period, by Johnny Hume, who has it now. However, they killed a lot of penalty minutes yesterday as well. So this is Johnny Hume. Hands that one off to Trimble. Trimble will sling it around to Joseph Hume, the older brother. Now to Vertamo. Vertamo up top. As Hume swats that one out of the air. Joseph Hume trying to fight now. Bernot's there. Good job by Bernot to win. Excuse me, that wasn't Bernot, it was Smith. As this one goes around Chamberlain. Again, UAB looking for their first win of the season. They're 0-3 as Trimble sends that one towards Carter Chamberlain. Austin Peay just trying to clear this one out. End the threat if they can. Joseph Hume is trying to sneak that one around. Now Vertamo gets it off the pad of Chamberlain. Carter Chamberlain keeping the excitement here for the Governors. Good job by Leonard. Now Leonard's just going to try to clear it. Good job by Trimble to stick that one down. And again, the power play drifting. 18 seconds left here in the power play. Here's Vertamo. That one will go all the way around to Joseph Hume. Off of Leonard. Now Leonard gets exactly what he needs.
Yeah, that was a much needed clear there by Austin Peay. You know, looked like they were a little disoriented in the defensive zone. That was a great clear for them.
And now the Govs go back to full strength. Frolov was trying to say icing, but in a power play, there's no icing. His glove went up like it was going to matter, and it doesn't there. So Govs back to full strength. Ethan Goins on the ice. This is Christensen who gets it to Goins. Goins had a great night. 2 goals as well for Ethan Goins, as he tries to flip one back, and it'll go to Kang. Kang racing up the ice. Gets it over to Franklin. Franklin swings one at Chamberlain. Chamberlain the block out to Moyer. Ryan Moyer, the captain, mentioned the unassisted goal that Moyer had in that one yesterday. Came in the first period, was the 3rd goal for Austin Peay. There's Lohr. Now Creech, and some substitutions coming in as Carlson's trying to flip that one up, and I think he flips it out of play.
Yeah, it looks like Austin Peay's just trying to find their footing here. You know, it's been a slow first period for them, but I think they're going to pick it up and anticipate some high checking here.
So Ryan Moyer, I mentioned this, had a goal yesterday, also had an assist on a Peyton Leonard goal. A lot of Governors scored. 7 different Governors scored yesterday against UAB in that 9-2 beating. Over. Chance for Cale Lewis. Can't get to it. It goes right back out to him. He's going to bounce in. Both Lewis and the defender fall, but they're fighting now behind the net. This is Christensen trying to win it over. Back out, Jackson Smith. Govs will get the puck. Breen's waiting. He's going to try to get something there, but it's going to be taken away by Carlson. Carlson trying to go. Swings it at Chamberlain. Chamberlain with the block. Hume can't get to it. And now the Govs lose that puck in their own zone. Christensen and Hume going at it. Try to get that one across. Could not get it as that one goes high and over. Now Austin Peay just sends it deep, and that will be the icing call.
Yeah, if you're Austin Peay here, this is the line you want out there. They produced a lot of points this game or last game with Sam Singelin, Jackson Smith, Cale Lewis, and Connor Breen. So, this is a really good line out here for Austin Peay.
We called Connor Breen last night. He was the power killer. That was what it was. He was out there every step of the way. When it was 5-on-3, and there was a lot of 5-on-3s last night, Connor Breen was a big part of the Governors keeping some of those goals that should have happened in the second period when they spent a lot of time in the penalty box. He won those throughout this one as Jackson Smith was on the receiving end of that pass, but just poked away. And Singelin now slipping on the ice. Governors had a chance. It's going to bounce off Smith. Rolls all the way back over to Frolov. Now Trimble tries to get out. There's Creech. Creech has Johnny Hume. Hume can race to it. Cale Lewis just a bit quicker as he skates around. Hume kind of bounced into Carter Chamberlain there for a second.
Yeah, it looked like there was some contact there from Hume. I don't know if it was incidental or not.
The officials say that it wasn't, so we'll play on here. Here's Jackson Smith, 2 goals last night. Leads the College Hockey South Division III in goals scored. He's number 1.
With 10 goals on the year, with 2 goals from last night.
Johnny Hume goes down. Johnny Hume still struggling to get back to the bench there as the shift will come in. And now here's Leonard who can't get to that one. Leonard racing towards it, and Frolov does a great job just putting the glove on it and slowing this one down.
Yeah, if you're UAB, that was a great whistle to have there. Great stop. Just try to keep the composure down and keep playing the way that they want to play.
Face-off will come between Moyer and Kang. It's going to be won there by the Governors. Shot towards the goal. Leonard was there on the rebound, just couldn't get to it in time. And now here's Kang who shows the speed. Good little check there by Leonard as we see Goins go down on the back leg of Kang. Govs couldn't play that when Leonard was trying to get it to Moyer. And again, another turnover here that's leading to UAB and a little bit of a breakout. Here's Cowson, fires one, Chamberlain can't get it, but he does able to get a stick from a teammate to pop it out. Now Austin Peay, we talked a little bit about the aggression yesterday that Austin Peay came out. They stayed hot, they stayed on fire that entire first and second period really, which produced a lot of points for them. So far, UAB's trying to make that a part of their attack today.
Yeah, it looks like UAB's just doing a great job just stopping their, entry in the zone. I think they're doing a great job, matching their speed, and we'll see what happens from here on out though.
Puck's going to go across. This will drift over. Glove goes up. Not an icing. Looks like the Govs may have touched that one. And now that one will drift around. Austin Peay can't get to it. It'll be Lohr who finally gets over to it for UAB. I think this was just Lohr trying to get rid of that one for a line change is what I'm thinking. Governors will say thank you because they were also trying to get a line change.
Yeah, both teams are tired. Both teams had a long shift there, so that's a much needed change for both teams there.
The Gov is here today. You can see him to our left, beating on the drum, letting everybody know he's in the house. Let's go Governor chants coming out here in the first period. 11 minutes remaining here in the first period. Govs got 3 last night, scored very quickly against UAB. Govs can't touch that one yet because it would have been offside, so they drift over. Now Cowson has a chance. Here's Cowson, tries to go between the legs of Roadhamel. Great job by Blake to put the legs there.
Yeah, Cowson's going to be a great player to watch for UAB here. He was all over the ice last night.
Flipping around, Govs with another chance. As we see a little bit of a collision there between Hoke and Moygan. Johnny Hume goes down. Johnny Hume got up, though, with smiles after that one. He likes the content. You can tell he was our player to watch for a reason. He had those 2 goals last night. He's a freshman. His older brother, the president for this UAB squad, so it means a lot to him and his older brother to be a part of this Blazers team. As Alex Hoke will chase that one down. Again, drifting over. We're going to see the players just trying to fight over on the ice. Finally back out. Austin Peay going to have to chase this one down again. I have to say this much, UAB's defense has been a lot better than we saw last night, especially early going.
Yeah, they're doing a great job just picking up a man and, playing body, playing physical. So, we'll see how long this can last for Austin Peay.
We know Austin Peay has the speed. We saw that on display last night as Vertamo tries to swing that one in. There's Hume. Hume in front. Chamberlain with the block. Chamberlain covers it up for the save.
Yeah, that was a great job by Carter Chamberlain there. Just picking it up. That was a deflection, great deflection in front by UAB. So if you're UAB, that's a great sign. You want bodies in front and deflection. So that was a great job by Carter just to read the puck there.
Take a look at it one more time. Just covering that up. Had 3 different bodies around him. He knew he had to just try to take that one away, and he does. There's Lohr trying to swing one in. Joseph Hume was there. Gov's able to stick that one out as Bruneau. Now a chance here, 2-on-1 with Smith racing up. He gets pushed from behind by Kang. Could not get the pass over like he wanted to as Connor Breen's going to chase this one down. Breen, though, loses it in a bad spot. Joseph Hume was there. But another good block there and deflection by Carter Chamberlain. This is Lewis, Cale Lewis trying to get through. Has to kick it back. Joseph Hume's the only one there. 1-on-1 with the goalie. He swings one over. Carter Chamberlain gets it off the pad, and Connor Breen is there. Jackson Smith.
Yeah, I think Austin Peay just needs to settle down here. They've had a few turnovers. They've not entered the zone really quickly, so just clean it up a little bit.
Lewis went over to Christensen, couldn't get it, so there's Singland. Singland's going to send it around. Connor Breen tries to one-time it, can't get it, and now it's going to be right in front of the goalie, who puts his pads on top of it and finally gets a stop. Great job there by Christensen to still try to poke that one in. You never knew if maybe it was loose and he could just get the front of the stick on it.
Yeah, that was a great job by Connor Breen there, just putting the puck on net, and Jeff Christensen just staying in front of the rebound and that was a good job.
This one will go out, so the Governors will have to race back. Johnny Hume's trying to be effective on Cale Lewis. Great job by Lewis to stop that one, though. Now here's Breen. Breen loses that one. Franklin just takes it away. Opportunity there for Johnny Hume. Can't make anything happen there as Franklin has been alive here. Governor's defense, though, Ryan Moyer, the captain, takes this one away. Here's Leonard. Leonard looks over at Goins. Goins drifts back, has Moyer. Moyer tries to slide and swing one in. Can't get it back out to Leonard. Off the arm of Frolov. Here's Moyer again, fighting in the back. Governors keep that one alive. Cale Lewis, but popped away by Creech. Now Creech comes in with the stick, and we're going to see Johnny Hume. Does he have a chance? On Carter Chamberlain. No, he does not. The splits here by Chamberlain. The defense comes over, and Creech can't make anything happen.
Yeah, it looks like Osabee's defense is just getting caught lacking here. I mean, they're just being kind of lazy on the defensive zone. So looking to pick it up for Osabee here.
Zach Tate saved a goal there.
Yeah, I mean that was a good job by Zach Tate. Just a heads-up play. It was a puck loose on the goal line area, so that was a great job. Heads-up play by Zach Tate.
7:15 remaining here in the first period. Face-off, Kang's gonna win it. Leonard's there though. Leonard got wrapped up, and again, you thought maybe it could have been a little bit of an interference there to slow him down. But I think because he really didn't exaggerate it, he's not gonna get that call. Here's Lewis to Tate. Tate sends one over. Here's Ryan Moyer. Moyer goes to Ethan Goins. Goins back to Moyer. Moyer can't get his stick on it. So the Govs will have to retreat here.
Yeah, if you're Osabee, just slow it down in your defensive zone. You got time. You got a lot more time than you think. So, if you're Osabee, just be a lot more. There's another turnover there, so you just gotta be careful here.
Here's Tate trying to send this one around. Governor player goes down on the boards. Back up, now a little pushing and shoving. Austin Peay loses it. We're gonna have a whistle here to stop, and I think we're gonna see a penalty against Moygan of UAB.
I think it would be number 42 on Austin Peay, Alex Hoke. They might send both players to the box though.
Saw the little bit of a push and shove there, but they only will call it on Hoke there.
Yeah.
So again, looking down this way, our angle was seeing just kind of pushing, shoving going on between the two. Saw the official point originally to Moygan, thought that's where the penalty was going to come, but goes against Alex Hoke here. So again, power play and an opportunity as Chamberlain thought he had it, ends up just popping it free.
If you're Osabee here though, this is not where you want to be. You don't want to be down on the penalty kill this early on. So just got to stay out of the box and but do a good penalty kill here.
Good job there by Breen, got his foot on it and then able to pop it around. This is Trimble. Good pass over to Vertamo. Vertamo's had a couple shots on goal today. That one's going to get away from Joseph Hume. Blazers left retreat. This is taken away though. Singleton, can Singleton score? He does! It's a shot. Sam Singleton.
Yeah, I mean that was a great takeaway there from Sam Singleton, showing the hustle, getting that breakaway chance right there, and then a beautiful snipe there to get the Osabee on the lead. So that was a great job by Sam Singleton.
Sam Singleton had the opportunity. Hume made the mistake, couldn't get to it, and then he makes that thing go around the world and the goal. Right off of it though, Creech off the faceoff tries to get that one. Good job by the Governors to take it away. That was Roadhamel as Breen sands it around. As the shorty chant breaks out here for the goal. Lore's going to try to save this one.
And with that goal, Sam Singleton picks up his 6-game goal streak here, so that's great to see if you're Sam Singleton.
Sam Singleton. Couple top spots and points and goals. I'm sure he'll move up. He was tied for 8th in points, tied for 10th in goals. Now he's, again, like you mentioned, 6 goals for Sam Singleton. Here comes Austin Peay again. They still have about 30 seconds in this penalty, but they picked up goal number 1 as Lore races around, swings that one around Chamberlain. Chamberlain doesn't have to deflect it as it goes off the glass. Trimble knocks it down. Trimble's going to keep this one over. Sends one right at the goal. Good job by Connor Breen. Breen's going to go ahead and send this one away. And again, Connor Breen with the heads-up awareness. We've seen it from night 1 to night 2. He just knows when it comes near him, send it high, get it out of the zone. Let's try to kill the penalty.
Yeah, he's doing a great job this weekend. You know, he's a really skilled player, fast player on defense. So that's what you want for Austin Peay.
So here comes Leonard, who comes in as the Governors go back to full strength. Moyer and Carlson, a little bit of a push and shove there. Here's Kang. Kang lays one off to Carlson, goes off the pad of Chamberlain. Back in front, Carlson had another opportunity. Chamberlain able to just steal it away.
Yeah, it looked like Carter Chamberlain there didn't realize that the puck went around the boards there and went back to his netting. So that was a great heads-up play there by sliding across if you're Carter Chamberlain.
So face off next to Chamberlain. Carlson tries to do it again here, off the pads once more. This is Lewis. Flip out. Here's Leonard. Leonard's going to chase it down. Numbers in favor of UAB. Leonard skating around though. Can he sneak one in? Goes try to go backside on it. Had a teammate there, but just couldn't get it. As Leonard's going to give a push to the boards there on a UAB defender. It's Bernot. Bernot can't get to it, so it's going to drift all the way back to Cooper Smith. Cooper Smith will try to set Austin Peay up here. That's Cale Lewis. Lewis skates around. Wins that one back, does Lewis. Kicks it over to Singland. Singland trying to shoot one yet again. Bounces out. He has Tate there. Tate across. That's Smith. Smith fires towards the goal. Off the glove, but Frollo finally gets to it.
Yeah, that was a great job there by Jackson Smith, just putting the puck on net, and a great pass by Zach Tate there, you know, fighting Jackson Smith right in the slot area. So that's a great job.
2:58 remaining here in the first period. Governors lead 1-0. The goal from Sam Singland, his 6th of the season. As the Govs win that faceoff. Singland trying to get one to Christensen. Now back at it. Governors send another one towards the goal. Can't make anything come from it. This is Singland looking for someone to pass to. Has Smith to his right. Sends it back on. Back in front. Govs trying to push it around yet again. Austin Peay still fighting for it. Still winning it here. Roadhamel. Singland. Smith sends it towards goal. Bounces off. This time it'll go where UAB can get to it. Creech can't send it away, though. Austin Peay still has it in the Blazers zone. Singland yet again off the pad of Frolov.
Yeah, Austin Peay's doing a great job here in their zone.
Flick of the wrist there by Singland. Can't get it to go. Tried a little backhand shot. Not going to get it as Jackson Smith is now going to try to go around the backside. Can he poke one in? Fighting in front of the net. Finally, it's caught up to by Frolov. And again, these Governors players, they've had multiple opportunities where they can just try to power it in, but Frolov has answered.
Yeah, they're you know, Austin Peay's doing a great job in their offensive zone. They're moving the puck around. You know, they're getting guys open. So that's a good look if you're Austin Peay here and trying to get another goal here.
Don't forget, you can catch all Govs hockey all season long on Austin Peay Sports Network. All home games from the Fordyce Center will be live on APSU-TV and streamed on the APSU YouTube channel. APSU-TV is available on Spectrum Channel 192, CDE Lightband Channel 9, and AT&T UVerse Channel 99. As Leonard tries to make it exciting to watch these games, a chance again for the Governors. Frolov has had a couple of these. Austin Peay still fighting in front. Leonard loses a stick and takes a hit to the head as well when he's on the ice. Actually, it wasn't Leonard who lost his stick. I believe that's actually the
goalie for UAB.
Frolov has no stick. Now he'll skate over to it. We get a stoppage. So coming up here in a minute 17.
Looks like we're going to have a penalty here for, I think, UAB boarding.
It's on Trimble. Didn't see Trimble in that shot on the replay, but the Governors have a power play opportunity. And in this power play opportunity, Governors last night had three goals that came off of power plays.
Yeah, if you're Austin Peay, this is what you want to have. You want to have a power play and You know, if they can get up 2 before the end of the period, you know, that's really big for them.
There's a chance. Good move there by Lewis. Tries to deke the defenders, able to keep this one. Now over here. Singlen once again, this time deflected by Frolov. And Vertamo can't clear it.
Looked like Jeff Christensen got in front of that puck there.
This is Breen, Connor Breen. Now over one time by Singlen, goes high off the boards. Again, this one popped in by Breen. Jackson Smith is there. Jackson Smith sends it behind him. There's Christensen. Christensen over to Breen. Breen can't get to it, so the Governors will have to retreat here. We're at about 20 seconds remaining here in the first period. Govs get back across. Cale Lewis trying to make something happen before he hears the horn. Another shot by the Governors, blocked out, and now it's just sent the other way. Austin Peay will just watch it go, as Breen will have 4 seconds. Is he going to try to send this one? Governors will not have a look before the horn sounds.
Yeah, that was a great job by UAB just to have the chance to get out of the period with a 1-goal lead or 1-goal deficit. So that's a great job killing that penalty there.
So the Governors take a 1-0 lead here at the end of the first period, and they'll come back with a 42-second power play as well. Coach Kane Eastwood is over on the home side, and we're waiting as we have our own Isabella Clardy, who's waiting to talk to Coach Eastwood on the side. The Gov's given us his color as well as we wait for this one. But again, Austin Peay leading 1-0. Gov said the Blazers stink. That's what he just told me. So that's good. That's good to know that a Blazer stinks. That's what we've learned here, is that the Blazers are not a good smelling animal, is what we learned from. As Coach Kane Eastwood is over there waiting to turn around and talk to our own Isabella Clardy. I think he's talking to his goalie currently in Chamberlain. And Coach Eastwood turns around, and it looks like Isabella Clardy will have it, and we are going to send it over to Isabella, who is with Coach right now.
Yeah, Coach, what are your thoughts on the discipline of your team this far in the game?
Still a little undisciplined. Yeah, we had some bad penalties. I mean, the score should definitely be a little different right now. We really dominate when we're even strength, and we're hurting ourselves with the penalties.
Yeah, how do y'all combat the aggressive defense from Birmingham today?
Yeah, they came out wanting it. So I'm reminding the guys they want it more right now. So you guys got to lock it in.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second period. Back to you guys.
Well, thank you so much, Isabella, and apologies yesterday. I called her by her maiden name the entire time. She got mad at me afterwards. That's what happened. So apologies to Isabella. Isabella Clardy, who'll be with us again at the end of the second period as well. Well, for right now, we're going to go and say it's crunch time intermission report that's coming up. But first, our guys recently had a chance to sit down and visit with Pete Weber of the Nashville Predators. Let's send it over to that. You're watching Govs Hockey on the Austin Peay Sports Network.
Hey everybody, welcome to a special edition of Crunch Time Interviews. My name is Christian Hunt with my partner Dylan Walton, and we have a very special guest today. We have Pete Weber of the Nashville Predators and about 100 other different organizations. Pete, thank you for taking the time to talk with us today.
Always glad to talk with students of this craft, and I want to make sure everybody understands it is an art, it is not a science.
That is the case, and he is you could say one of the master classes of this art. So I want to start off with a question with you today. So we're going to ask a couple questions for you today. With you doing the Predators and other organizations, but particularly the Predators, seeing how hockey has become so popular, not only in the state of Tennessee, but the South in general, talk to us about the impact, and did you think it would work in the South?
I did. I didn't know if it would work as quickly as it has. I'll never forget the first game and a standing ovation for the opening faceoff. And I thought, well, this has a shot. This has a shot right now. But the problem was with that first game, Predators didn't score a goal. So the next game, they finally came up with 3 and beat Carolina 3-2. So that was a little bit more fun. But I thought that the big thing they had to overcome early was sticker shock at the price of tickets after having not really had pro sports in Nashville in all those years prior. And then all of a sudden people are getting hit with Titans prices and Predators prices, and I think that caused a few to have almost whiplash looking back.
So I'm not as big as hockey as I am now. I've been getting into it since we've been doing these broadcasts, trying to learn and everything. And one thing that I've learned is similar to basketball in a way it's announced, just like the pace of it and everything.
Yes.
How are you able to be like creative with your words, because you've been doing this over 20 plus years, and how you been able to get find more creative phrases as time went on?
Sometimes I feel like I'm saying the same thing all the time. So that's just listening to the recordings and coming up with a different way to say the same thing. And it's a challenge. It really is, because all of us get into habits that make it a little bit more difficult to be more creative. And that's my goal, be more creative.
All right, sticking with the hockey theme here, you were born in 1951.
Yes.
All right.
Now, Hockey scouts always refer to the players they're studying as their birth year. So they look at me and they say, he's a 51. Okay.
So you were 51. The Miracle on Ice happened in 1980.
Right.
So seeing that, not only the impact of hockey in the United States, but the impact it had on the United States during a very difficult time in United States history.
Yeah.
Did that, if it did, I'm assuming it did, how much did that game influence you in becoming a hockey broadcaster and broadcaster in general?
By that point in time, I was in my third year with the LA Kings, and I was actually the night of the Miracle on Ice, and now I don't want to misspeak here, the night they beat the Russians. They didn't complete the miracle until Sunday morning against Finland. I was doing a Pepperdine basketball game at Seattle University, and we were just handed notes about what had transpired in Lake Placid, New York. But what that did, I think, was propel more U.S. kids toward excitement and interest and involvement in the game. And I think you will hear from some of the documentaries thereafter that guys like Jeremy Roenick, to go in the Hall of Fame here in a few weeks, a kid growing up in Massachusetts, really got things going, much like Bobby Orr did in the 70s with all the kids in Massachusetts, getting them excited. But over and above that, that took care of kids all over the country, I think. Yeah, we can make an impact here in this game.
With being able to travel, to many different states and even outside of the country, have you taken like some memorabilia from a team? Do you have like jerseys or bobbleheads or anything like that? Like, do you keep around the house, or like when you like to travel or anything?
I don't collect that much, but I do have a bobblehead of of a favorite announcer of mine, who now is going to be on the Amazon Monday call, John Forsland, who I first met when he was doing Hartford Whalers games. So we've not had the Hartford Whalers since 1997. So that goes back just a little bit.
I think that was before I was born. So
yeah.
Okay, so you talked about earlier how you're a baseball fanatic, right?
Yeah.
You're a big baseball guy. You talked about how, speaking of memorabilia, you have a brick from the old White Sox Stadium.
Yes.
You told that story to us.
So and this is how the confluence of sports go. We were driving from Buffalo to Minneapolis for Super Bowl 26. And naturally, I stopped by the site of Comiskey Park and got out of our van and got out and took a loose brick there from the site. That's the brick that I have from Comiskey Park. And it's still a prize to me. And it doesn't just hold down one lamp in my house, okay? But it's still a true prize for me, and I'm very happy to have it, going back to the days of, if you look up Sports Illustrated covers, my favorite cover might be 1972, Dick Allen smoking a cigarette and juggling baseballs in the White Sox dugout.
So, you also talked about how you worked minor league baseball along with
Yep.
baseball. You actually worked with the Sounds for
Yes.
a little bit here. And you kind of hit on it earlier, the potential of the Tennessee, Nashville in particular, getting a baseball team.
Yep.
What do you think are particular challenges that it could face in Nashville getting a baseball team, but what do you think are the upsides to getting a baseball team?
Well, the upside is, I don't think there's any question, but it will be successful. The challenge is going to be getting a ballpark built. I think it's unfortunate that when what is now First Horizon Park opened, it wasn't created with expandability. And so it's kind of locked into a small footprint there in the north part of town, near Germantown. And that's what I want to see going on there with all of that. But baseball in Nashville, it's an absolute natural, and I like the fact, and I'm not calling upon my favorite baseball movie, The Natural, when I say that, but it's a fun thing. What a great way to spend a summer's night.
So as a broadcaster, Christian does play-by-play for high school football, and I've done basketball for high school. Once the season starts for you, how long does it normally take to prepare for each game? I know some nights you have back-to-backs and stuff like that, but if you have like time in between, how long does it normally take to like get prepared for a game?
I'm going to have more time in between now by only doing 8 road games starting this year. But normally speaking, I will, especially when there's back-to-back, I'm preparing for both of those games before the first of the 2. So it varies greatly. But if it's a team from the Predators division that I'm more familiar with, it's not going to take as long. For example, when we got started, 6 years ago now with Vegas, that was a team that would take a little while longer to put things together with my effectively, I don't use a spot chart, but I use a lineup chart. And one thing that helps me out greatly now is a new website called dailyfaceoff.com that gives the combinations.
All right, so Dylan hit on the challenges of back-to-back games, and especially in hockey. You have that in baseball as well. What sport, in your opinion, that you've done football, baseball, hockey, anything under the sun, what sport is the most challenging to prepare for, but what sport is the most fun to prepare for?
To me, it's most fun to prepare for a baseball game, and the most challenging is probably those years I did indoor lacrosse. You want to talk about fast and chaotic, absolutely, with indoor lacrosse. And I'm very happy that I had the crossover, sorry for using that word, but using John Tavares is the all-time leading scorer in indoor lacrosse. His nephew is the free agent superstar of the Toronto Maple Leafs, same name, John Tavares. And those two adore each other. So I've had the chance to talk with them both and talk about how much they appreciate the other's game.
Well, Mr. Weber, we could sit here and talk sports with you all day. We are going to go ahead and wrap this up. But
why? We still have the rest of the day to go.
Well, my producer Steve Sawyer gave me the wrap up, so he is my boss. So when he says jump, I say how high.
Understood.
But we thank you so much for taking the time, not only to talk to the NSMA chapter, but being able to talk to us. And if you ever want to see it, we do have a show called Crunch Time on APSU-TV. It's a weekly show with these two scrubs right here and another guy named Bryce Robinson. So if you ever want to see...
So Bryce is not a scrub?
He is a scrub, but he's just not present.
An absent scrub, okay.
And so if you ever want to see, we will post this on our show. I'm sure Barry will get with you. But we just want to say thank you for taking the time again.
Glad to do it, gentlemen. All the best to you.
Thank you. So that's going to do it with Mr. Pete Weber here. That will wrap us up. It is crunch time. We'll see you next time.
I got a couple favorite terms.
Yeah, we just kind of go along, and usually every once in a while someone will make up a new word that just doesn't really make sense, but it's just kind of funny, and we just go with it for a little bit.
Me and a lot of the boys, we like to say FERDA, which is just you make a big play, you have a sick goal, take a hit, you know what I mean? It's FERDA, it's for the boys, for the family.
A lot of guys say get pucks deep. That's always the message. And that just kind of means if you have no other pass and you're in the neutral zone, just getting the puck deep is the safest option. You give your forwards a chance to get the puck and get a chance to score a goal on the offensive end.
Tindy, it's what we refer to as our goalies.
You got to have good lettuce. That's where your hair comes out the bottom of your helmet, and I need to grow mine out a little bit.
I love protecting my Tindy. FERDA. It's kind of a different way to say FERDA. It's FERDA, FERDA boys. So I don't know. It's kind of goofy, but it sticks.
My favorite word right now is probably nip the goalie. It's basically when the goalie has his glove up and you score above his glove. Or I'll usually say when grandma hides the cookies in the top shelf. It's my favorite one.
But I'm gonna grow some lettuce for everybody to be happy in the helmet.
Probably a lot of terms that don't need to be said on camera, but
We're live? All right, here we go, guys. It is the Crunch Time Austin Peay Report. I'm Christian Hunt with Dylan Walton. We are here in the F&M Bank Arena in the Ford Ice Center.
On a Saturday.
On a Saturday, and your Govs are currently leading 1-0. We're going to throw it to a highlight package here. Low-scoring game as opposed to today, but we do have our man Sam Singland, who is our player to watch. He was on a 6-goal streak. Now he's got a 7.
And he's killing it right now. It was a slow start for both teams come out of that first period. Very defensive, not even a lot of checks. You know, last night it was check field. The checks were cashed yesterday as everyone was getting straight down on the ice. But today, to start off, very defensive game. But overall, once we got to that 9-minute mark, Austin Peay, we got our offense going. We were able to get some goals going in, and we stopped. We had a lot of close calls near UAB's goal, and we got some close stops. So I'm excited to see what this second period is coming, because UAB is not coming to lay down.
UAB, again, they're trying to split the series here. As we have breast cancer awareness game, you see a handful of pink. You see the Gov in pink. The Gov was just waving to us the other day. And, you know, just really cool environment. Again, we're on a Saturday. We see a lot of people here in pink. So, again, trying to spread breast cancer awareness, something that affects a lot of us here in the Tennessee area, but just overall the nation. So it's something really cool. We saw some college teams wear. I know Missouri, they had some pink stuff going on. So really cool to see from different organizations.
And talk about just the crowd being here on a Saturday. You know, yes, we have an event going on for breast cancer awareness, but just to show up and show out on a Saturday, this Clarksville Hockey Club really has a strong fan base here. And just to start off, the bleachers are packed. There's no
Absolutely
room.
Packed. I mean, listen, it's a Saturday, and these bleachers are packed as we see the Govs get on the ice. We're going to stay with you until the Blazers get on the ice as well, so the Governors get first crack at the warm-ups. But we're here on a hockey Saturday, but there is football being played right now in Utah by the Governors themselves. The score is currently 10-7. Utah Tech scored just before we got on air.
Just before.
So it was 10-0. They just got on the board. So the current score, as of we know, is 10-7. But the Govs had a Roman Copeland 52-yard touchdown run. So the Govs are rolling, trying to keep Utah Tech winless. We mentioned it yesterday, as we now see the Blazers get back on the ice. So, Dylan, any last thoughts before we get out of here?
I'm excited to see this second period, and for the Govs, I'm excited to see them progress through their football game. They've had several runs near the red zone, and they've either fallen short or had to a field goal. So I expect them to finish those red zone drives, and I finish them. They put 3 consecutive stops on Utah Tech. So I expect those stops to keep rolling in. I expect us to put some points on the board and get 2 dubs tonight.
All right, we'll get you more score updates in the second intermission, but we're going to get you back to Govs hockey as the Governors lead 1-0. This has been the Crunch Time Intermission Report.
And we're back here for the second period. Governors leading 1-0. Ethan Schmidt, Casey Yates set up for this second period. Governors Cale Lewis sends it over to Moyer. Kang's going to try to sneak that one out, and he does. Breen's battling with Kang. Kang's trying to show off the speed and athleticism that he has. We've seen just the speed up and down the ice by Kang yesterday, and so far today, it looks like that's been where we more than likely trying to see UAB go, is if they can get some of those faster players, some attacks the opposite way on the ice.
Yeah, I mean, if you're UAB, you know, you really want to use their speed and just set up offensively and try to get some shots in net.
So Austin Peay will have the puck in the Blazers zone. This is Leonard. Now back to Moyer. Moyer loses that one. Vertamo comes over. Lewis is able to get to it, though. Govs keeping this on the Blazers side. Vertamo goes off, or excuse me, that is Lewis going off of the defender and was able to stay with it, as that puck will go high and stay in the zone again. This is Ethan Goins. Goins wraps around the back side of the net. Looks for a cross. There was Leonard. Good deflection at the last second by Hume. As Moyer will have this one. Moyer tries to go. This one's cleared out almost, as it's saved again by Roadhamel. Now Leonard Has to jump past the official there before getting back over to it. Austin Peay still with it. Had a chance on the cross to Leonard. And back over. Austin Peay trying to find an answer inside the Blazers zone. Can't get to it as Hume's just going to have to send this one away. Had Carlson, who just wasn't on the same page as Joseph Hume. The Blazers still keeping this one alive, though. Joseph Hume staying on the ice after the sub line that just came in. Lost puck. Sent deep. One's going to go off of Frolov. So again, Austin Peay trying to get something going offensively. They do have the 1-0 lead here. And they make things continue to work. Here's Jackson Smith. Sends that one with a little bit of firepower towards the goal. Can't get anything to go from it. You like this idea, though, by Austin Peay. Just start sending those shots. Something's got to fall eventually for you. Took 53 shots last night. Got 9 goals off of it. This is Tate. Tate gets pushed by Franklin. Christensen tries to leave that one for Jackson Smith. He's still fighting for it. Smith goes ahead, hits the ice there, bounces back up. This is Tate. Tate's going to send it around. Singlin's there. Let's go Peay chance early here in the second period. His fans got a scoring, plethora last night. They want to see some more goals here. This is Creech, the opportunity, sends that one towards Christensen. Good deflection by Tate. Now trying to fire it right back at him as this one's finally picked up there, and Singlin will take it. Singlin's going 2-on-1 here. Governor's finally getting across. Poked free, though, by Trimble. Here's Trimble now with his opportunity. 1-on-1 with Tate. And it's a great job there by Chamberlain to finally put a glove on that one.
Yeah, that was a great save there by Carter Chamberlain there. Just taking up a lot of the net and a lot of the space and coming out to challenge him there. That was a great job by Carter Chamberlain.
Carter Chamberlain, another save. We'll get a face-off next to Chamberlain. Here's Moyer against Kang. I believe they're going to they switch out the face-off, so Ethan Goins will come in. There's Goins. Kang's able to win it. Shot on target. Chamberlain covers it up once more.
Yeah, that was a great job by Carter there. Looked like it got deflected there right in front of him. So that's, I don't know if it was a UAB player or hit off one of the offside players. Great job.
Moyer wins that one. This is Leonard quickly diving in to get to it. Leonard had a pass to Ethan Goins. Just loses it as Chamberlain comes out of net. But here comes Austin Peay. Kang has been everywhere as he finally faces the glass there for a second. Here comes Carlson, deflected up by Tate. Kang, though, keeps it in. Carlson between the legs. Can't get to it in time, though, as Vertamo will send this across the blue line. And it'll be finally stopped there by Tate. So Austin Peay, a couple turnovers in their zone as we see another one. Joseph Hume tries to deke the defender. Back out. Kang tries to backhand it in. Chamberlain just has to get a glove on it. Stop play.
Yeah, it looks like Austin Peay's just having a little bit of trouble today in their defensive zone. They're causing a lot of turnovers, but I think when they're in their offensive zone and they're in the neutral zone, they're doing a great job using their speed. But a lot of the struggles have been on the defensive side of it.
Face-off coming between Christensen and Kang. As they'll have to send in now, it's going to be Jackson Smith. Officials having a little bit of a conversation with some of the Governor's players. Puck drop there, won by the Blazers. There's Vertamo, sends that one down low. Goes off the skate. Now the Governors have a chance. Here's Jackson Smith, the league leader in goals. Can he do it again? Just goes off of the glove, but backside in. Singlet can't get it to go. Tries to go back across. Well, that dance in the blue a couple times. No goal coming, though.
That was a great job there by Jackson Smith, just putting the puck in front.
Joseph Hume now winning it through the neutral zone. Good deke by Hume, but loses it. Jackson Smith, can he go again? Carlson reaches across Jackson Smith. And a big hit, collision, Christensen. He might have left a face print right in front of us here in our location. Boy, that was a powerful shot on Christensen, but he's back up on the ice. He has a chance. He tried to flick that one in. Another good job there by Frolov to pop it out. Now this one drifts the other way.
Yeah, that looked like there was a missed call there. I think Carlson could have been in there for tripping there against Jackson Smith, but they'll play on, and I think they're letting them play a little bit here.
Especially after last night, where we talked about a little bit of just how many times Austin had to try to get a penalty. There was a lot of situations where there was just penalty after penalty after penalty. Today, the Govs are really trying to pull off that. They don't want to be in the penalty box as much. I mean, that's obviously what you always want. Is Leonard fires one towards Frolov, and he gets the pad on it, and then the glove.
Yeah, I think I think Austin Peay is doing a great job just staying on the box, and I think hopefully they can keep it going, and I think that'll be really good for going on here.
So we'll go to another face-off here. Moyer facing off against Johnny Hume. Puck goes down, Govs have it. Leonard, there's Moyer, just can't get a stick on it. One-timer, can't get that one to go either, was Tate, who's just trying to send it towards the goal. As two players go down, and Johnny Hume still struggling. I think we're gonna get a trip. It could go either way there, but I think it's gonna go against Tate.
Yeah, I think number 18, Zach Tate, there just got tangled up with one of their UAB players.
Tate is down still, so you would hate, I think maybe you'd rather have the stoppage here just because maybe he was hurt and they were just trying to check on him, but instead he's kind of adding insult to injury to the fact that he was down for a second trying to stretch his back out. Now he's going to find himself in the penalty box.
Yeah, Zach Tate's coming back from a shoulder injury, so it's good to see him back out there on the ice this week.
So power play here for the Blazers. Austin Peay scored their lone goal on the shorty situation. Can they do it again here? Nope, the answer there for UAB. The one-timer by Lohr just finds the net around Chamberlain.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great setup there. That's a great shot. I mean, if you're Carter there, that's a really hard going right to left, and that was a great snipe by UAB there.
Christian Lohr's first goal of the season. Take a look at it one more time. Just fires that one in there, does Lohr.
Yeah, if you're UAB, that's a great momentum booster for them, and now it's a 1-1 game, so it's a whole new ball game, and this could turn out to be a good game.
So Govs go back to full strength off the goal. We're tied at 1 here with 13:55 remaining. As Cale Lewis will track this one down, goes behind his own net. Goes to Singland. Singland has Christensen racing up the ice. Here's Christensen. He tries to deke the defender, gets Cotter on 2, tries to keep it on his feet. Great job there by Johnny Hume to force it out. Now Hume staying with it. Govs trying to win that one away. Singland finally gets a stick on it. Johnny Hume, though, stays on it and just turns and fires. Stopped there by Chamberlain.
Yeah, that was a good job by Johnny Hume there. Just staying with it. He had 2 guys on him, so that was a great job just staying with it and getting a shot on net there.
So 1-1. Singland had the shorty goal for the Governors, and Christian Lohr the goal on the power play for the Blazers. Govs will try to get something with Leonard here. One away by Carlson. Back over there, Zach Tate, who spent some time in the penalty box, led to that power play goal. Back on the ice here. Leonard able to keep that one off of the blade of his skate. Goes back door to Moyer. Moyer shot. Moyer goal! Ryan Moyer!
That was a great pass there by Peay and Leonard. And a great shot by Ryan Moyer there. So put the Governors up 2-1 here. That's a great momentum booster for Austin Peay here.
Peyton Leonard gets the assist. Ryan Moyer. What a beauty by Moyer. You take a look at it again, just lays it behind him.
Yeah, that was a great behind-the-back pass by Peay and Leonard there, and then Ryan Moyer with a great shot.
Governors get it, goal number 2. That one goes high. Tate grabs it. Zach Tate now has an opportunity, sends one himself. Goes off of the leg of a defender. Here's Peyton Leonard. Had the assist just moments ago. Roadhamel sends it. We'll end up with the Blazers. Here's Joseph Hume. Tries to go between the legs of Moyer, does well, but Leonard's there to stop it, as Goins will now send it around. So here's Trimble. Roadhamel flips it over, but it's Hume who's going to be on the reception of it. Joseph Hume had a chance. Great job there by the Governors to swing in front of that. That was Moyer, and stopped that one. Again, Joseph Hume has been everywhere so far when he's on the ice. Cowson's there, he pushes a player down. Back at it, there's Tate. Tate has a chance to Ethan Goins. Ethan Goins, if he could have turned on that first look, you have a 2-on-2, now a 3-on-2 as Moyer comes up, leaves it off for Moyer. Moyer, can he do it again? Goes behind the net. Leonard's there. Leonard's going to hit the ice, and Leonard is down currently. He reached towards his face there for a second as we finally get a stop. He's pulled his helmet up. Has Peyton Leonard. I think he got hit with the stick there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to be the call here. It looks like a penalty on UAB. Or it might be no penalty actually. I think there's no penalty on the ice here.
That was a hit on Moyer at the other end. I thought the stick might have popped in the face, and I thought that's where they're going to maybe call the high stick, but nothing there. As Cale Lewis sends this one into the Blazer zone, Governors race down on it. This is Moygan behind the net. Now Creech. Creech gets it past Jackson Smith, but he has to send it away, and so the Governors have a chance to get back on it. They will. That's Singlin. Singlin racing up now. Has the goal himself, does Singlin. Trying to work through the defenders yet again. This time will skate in front, now go behind the net. Passes around to Cale Lewis. Lewis gets it back up. One-timer! One-timer's good enough for Sam Singlin. Goal number 2 for number 12.
Yeah, that was a great shot there by Sam Singlin. Just putting the puck in net. It looked like he just caught the goalie by surprise there, and that's a great job by Sam Singlin here. As we take a look at the replay, Jeff Crinson was waiting for the rebound if there was a rebound there. So that's a great job here by Austin Peay.
Sam Singlin rips one towards the net. What a shot there by number 12.
Yeah, Sam Singlin there with his second goal of the game, which is great for him. And yeah, let's keep going.
And the power play goal, I believe, is no, it wasn't. We never got the penalty there, so it was not a power play goal. I apologize there. Officials coming to confirm. Austin Peay leading 3-1 though here with 11:05 remaining in the second period. Again, Austin Peay.
Looks like it's a timeout here for UAB.
Smart decision there for Coach Jacob Hornsby, who saw what happened yesterday when that score got to 3-1. That's how the first period came to a close. That second period then led to just a barrage of fire from Austin Peay. They spent a lot of time, again, like we mentioned, in the penalty box, but got several goals in that second period, got 2. And then in the third period, it was the waterfall effect. You had the 3 in the first, 2 in the second, and then it ended up being the 4 in the third period. So, for UAB, just trying to get maybe some composure over it.
Yeah, I think that's a great timeout to take there. I think just to keep their guys cool. I think it's a 3-1 game. Next goal is very important for both teams here. So, if UAB can get one here, it's gonna be very important for them. And if Austin Peay can get one, it's very important for them. So.
UAB again looking for win number 1 on the season. They started things off at the middle as Creech slams a Governor into the glass behind us. That was Cale Lewis, and now here's a breakaway and a chance, a 2-on-1 for the Blazers. But with ease, Chamberlain takes it. Johnny Hume was on the ice there. He slid into the net and is going to knock that off. Chamberlain caught it anyway, and Chamberlain, that was as cool as you can look. Grab that one and move out of the way as someone gets hit into the net.
Yeah, it looked like Johnny Hume there got kind of tangled up with Cale Lewis on a 2-on-1 breakaway. But actually, it looks like, yeah, never mind. But yeah, it looked like he got tangled up there on a 2-on-1. It looked like we would see a penalty there, but it looked like they're not going to call it.
Creech loses his glove and his stick. Governors have a chance. It's Ethan Goins off to Leonard. Soft layoff. Leonard tries to go back out to Moyer. Moyer flips it back in. Ryan Moyer off the deflection.
His second goal of the game here. That's a great job by Ryan Moyer. That was a great job there. I think he got the pass there.
just deflected it in. That's a great job, heads-up play by Ryan Moyer.
So Ethan Goins led it originally, flipped it over to Peyton Leonard. Leonard tried the initial shot.
Now, from my view, it looked like it got a rebound and a deflection there, but he could have just deflected it. It could have been a pass and a deflection, but that was a great job either way here.
Again, it's 4-1, and the Governor's sensing it here. Leonard back out. Goins tries to flip it in. Ethan Goins, same play, same result. Number 45 has his third goal of the weekend, and the Governors push the lead 5-1.
Yeah, that was a great sauce pass by Peyton Leonard there to give Ethan Goins a breakaway there, and that's a great backhand goal by Ethan Goins. He made a move, made the goalie, move, and that was a great shot there by Ethan Goins.
So you gotta love when teammates have moments like that. The previous goal that Ryan Moyer scores, it was because Leonard got the pass initially from Ethan Goins. Goins laid it off to him. This time Leonard says, hey, let me help you out, flips it back over to Ethan Goins, who's able to finish that one with such ease. And just kind of the give and take, the back and forth here. Carlson, it's a 2-on-1. He tries to go for goal. He can't get it. Chamberlain's there, still fighting for it. Governor's on the ground. Joseph Hume comes over, trying to sneak one in. No call. Finally, it stopped there.
Yeah, I don't know what the whistle there was for. The puck was still loose, so I'm not sure what the whistle could have been for there.
I believe it was because the net got knocked off.
Okay.
So that's where you get that call, and it's going to lead to a face-off now.
Yeah, looked like from my view, he just kind of lost sight of the puck there, but it's a good call on refs.
Carlson can't get that one to go. Moyer's out fighting for it. Gov still fighting behind the net. Carlson's going to be able to win this one. Gets it over to Trimble. Back over to Carlson. Tries to fire it in again. Chamberlain gets his pads on it. Good stop there by Chamberlain. Govs were trying to get to Peyton Leonard. Can they get to him? Finally, they do. Leonard goes down. Goins was the one that was able to poke it free. So this goes all the way back to the Blazers zone. Govs steal it away. Moyer could not keep his feet there, but right back out in front of another gift. Ryan Moyer had 2 looks. He was just trying to get back to his feet both times. As this one will go all the way the other way for an icing call.
Yeah, it looked like Austin Peay's doing a great job here, just scoring goals, and that was a great momentum booster. Scoring 3 goals in the span of like 1 minute. So that's very big if you're Austin Peay. Looked like they couldn't get anything going on early on, so it's good to see that they're back on it.
Definitely a good wake up for the Governors here in the second period again. Just needing some sort of offense. The second period was, if you look at the periods, as we see Lewis steal this one away, the second period yesterday was the worst period for the Governors. So far, so good here to start the second period in game 2.
Yeah, and the first period for the Governors last night was one of their best ones, so it's definitely flipped off here today.
So here's Kane. Kane racing, loses the puck. Govs swing it back up.
Looks like we're going to get a penalty here for Connor Breen. Looks like interference.
That's kind of a dumb penalty, too, for Austin Peay because the puck was already far, far away at that point. Didn't even need to mess with Kane back there.
Yeah, if you're Connor Breen there, I think, either his momentum kind of hit him or, I don't know. I don't know what that was there. I think, definitely a frustration penalty for him probably. I don't know what he was thinking there. That's a bad penalty take there if you're Austin Peay.
So a 2-minute power play here for the minor infraction. As this one will go, and Gov's just trying to clear it out. Goes back to Vertamo, though. And Vertamo, talk about threading the needle, went between the legs of Singleton for the shot. Yeah, luckily, Chamberlain saw it and got the glove on it.
Yeah, that was a great job by Carter, just staying focused on the puck there, with a lot of bodies in front.
And Austin Peay trying to kill another power play. The lone goal for the Blazers today came off a power play. Their 2 goals yesterday came off power plays as well. Johnny Hume had both of them. Today it's Lohr who has the one for the Blazers. This is Creech. Back over to Trimble. Trimble trying to send one towards the goal. Can't get to it. Sends it all the way around. Vertamo has to chase it down. So that means that UAB will have to get back behind the blue lines. They do. But they leave it to Austin Peay as that one goes all the way over to Frolov. Frolov, dangerous situation. Almost popped that right out to Singleton. Singlin has had a nose for the goal, so that's the last person you want being around there. Singlin turns and fires yet again. We saw him score from one earlier there.
Yeah, he's been all over the place. He's been just shooting the puck very well, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a hat trick here.
So here's Johnny Hume. Hume racing, sends that one. Good deflection by Austin Peay. It goes high into the net, so we will have a face-off between the Governors and the Blazers. Austin Peay still has 47 seconds to kill here in the power play.
Yeah, Austin Peay's done a great job here on the penalty kill. I think including yesterday's game, they did a great job with the penalty kill. Scored a couple goals on a shorthand, so they've done a really good job killing penalties this weekend.
Moyer will have to change. They'll bring in Peyton Leonard now to face off against Joseph Hume. Kang had a good look. Good job though by Chamberlain as a stick breaks for Peyton Leonard. So he's looking for a new one as that one bounces around, goes over the glove of Chamberlain. Austin Peay trying to win this one. Leonard who gets the quick stick change. Peyton Leonard, can he get a goal off the new stick? Peyton Leonard just leaves it short in front of Frolov.
Yeah, that was a great job there by Peyton Leonard just to steal the puck from their UAB player and just putting it out in front of him and making a move. That was a great job, but that was a great stop by Orloff there.
So substitutions coming in for the Governors. Moyer, Leonard, the two on the ice. The substitutions come defensively as they bring in Cooper Smith and Roadhamel. Leonard tries to win that one. It's going to go the other way. And that will be an icing call. We had to ice on a power play. That's what we just heard. That's what you don't want if you're UAB.
Yeah, UAB is just looking here just to get set up here. I mean, this is, they've had struggles, they're all weekend just setting up on their power play, and, but we'll see what happens here.
13 seconds remaining here in the power play for the Blazers. Mentioned Govs got their first goal of the game off of Shorty as Breen will get a chance to come back in, and he is back on the ice is Breen, and now it's full strength for the Governors as Jackson Smith comes back in. Here's Vertamo, sends it towards Chamberlain. Chamberlain gets a block. Another one hit high by the Blazers. The Govs, the defense has been here as Chamberlain almost had that one. I think he had his glove on it for a second, then it got poked out. Here's Jackson Smith, the leading goal scorer in Division III. Jackson Smith gets another one. He stays on it and just fires through the crease for the goal.
Yeah, that was a great goal there by Jackson Smith, making a move right to left. That was an awesome move by Jackson Smith just to put the goalies on skates there, man. Look at that. He went left to right there. That's a great job.
So Jackson Smith, I mean, the goal was such a fantastic look because he stayed with it and got the entire movement of Frolov to think he's about to shoot, and he never does. Ends up able to just swing it back and then really just stick and puck. He could completely put both of them into the goal at that point. He does.
Yeah, that was a great job earlier there by him just to intercept the pass there and get that breakaway.
Came off of the power kill immediately as well as Jackson Smith looking for another goal. Loses the puck, and now it'll drift back to the Austin Peay zone. As the Govs finally recover on it, that's Cooper Smith. For Jackson Smith, that is now goal number 11 on the season. This is Christensen how to look at it. Govs up 6-1, 5:30 remaining here in the second period. Austin Peay will send this one back towards the Blazers zone. Here's Singlin. Singlin's going to go, tries to get a good pass off to Smith and can't get to it. There's Roadhamel who sends it back around. Roadhamel takes a huge hit on the side in front of the Governor's bench. They want something, not going to get it. Singlin's dancing around. Singlin trying to go back in. Singlin's going to hit the ice, and now will we see a penalty call?
Looks like a penalty call for UAB. I think it might be tripping that they have from against Sam Singlin there. But I mean, it could have been called for high sticking along the boards there against Blake Rodehamel.
So Franklin heads to the penalty box for UAB. Governors will have the power play here. 5:02 remaining in the second period. Austin Peay leading 6-1.
Yeah, here's the replay here. I think, yeah, it looked like it was tripping there.
Looked like it was on Trimble, but they got Franklin early was what it was.
Okay.
Leonard tried to get that past Johnny Humes there. Leonard finally gets back on the puck. He's going to chase it down now. So here's Leonard. Lays that one off to Ethan Goins. We saw some magic between those two earlier. Goins sends it back. Cale Lewis can't get to it, has to go back, and now the Governors will have to retreat back into the neutral zone. Again, Austin Peay 5-4 advantage right now with the power play. Great job there by the Blazers. That's a good clearance in this situation. Earlier when they had the power play, you heard the Governors fans heckling them a little bit by they had to ice the Governors attack. Good look, Leonard. Off the pass from Goins, just loses it. And again, another great job there by Lohr to send this one deep.
Yeah, there's a positive for UAB. They're doing a good job just putting the puck on this penalty kill and just try to get some kind of momentum here, down 5.
Here's Connor Breen. Breen brings it up, lays it off to Peyton Leonard. Leonard tries to go off the boards. Good job there by Leonard to smack that one down. Now Peyton Leonard keeps it, tries to swing it up. Good job to get the body on it though by Trimble. Now Trimble tries to go the other way. Leonard's trying to stick free on it, can't get to it. At the last second, Cale Lewis. They will call that one, I believe, on Cale Lewis.
Looks like it's Cale Lewis there for tripping there. I felt like that was a great defensive play by Cale Lewis, but just got tangled up there with Trimble.
So it'll be 4-on-4 here for only 38 seconds, and then it'll be power play for UAB once these 38 seconds clear.
Yeah, for Cale Lewis there's really nothing you could do there. I mean, that was a great move just to, kind of collide into him and, make him get the tripping penalty.
If you're Austin Peay, you want to try to win this face-off and get it to the other side of the ice. Try to keep the momentum in your favor as that 5th player will come on for the Blazers. This is Trimble. And I don't know what the call was there that stopped it.
Looked like it could have been UAB offsides there. It was definitely a close call there on the blue line.
That's exactly what it is, as we'll see the face-off now coming from just in front of the blue line. 28 seconds left on 4-on-4 here before the power play will start for UAB. This is Roadhammer. Just couldn't get a good pass on that one, could Tate. Now here's Joseph Hume off the gloves of Chamberlain. Trimble trying to work over to Joseph Hume again. Hume takes a little bit of a shot. It's now going to be 5-on-4. Carlson tries to go 5-hole. Good job there by Chamberlain to get the stop. Now the Governors trying to get this one forward to Jackson Smith. They do have it. Smith on Trimble, flicked it at the last second. Couldn't get anything to go, and now it's going to be 5-on-4 advantage here officially as Johnny Hume has his shot deflected. Gus will try to kill this power play. There's 52 seconds remaining in the power play for the Blazers.
Yeah, if you're UAB here, this is kind of an important penalty or power play here. You're trying to set up, trying to get it by 4 goals here.
This is Lohr. Lohr try to get one to Kang. Goes off the legs of Kang, and now here's Trimble. Trimble's going to race up. Trimble tries to fire one in. Chamberlain got the stop, and when they're trying to clear it, it goes off of Jackson Smith. Kang finally deflects it in, though. Jackson Smith didn't realize when Chamberlain was trying to clear it, it went off of him, and the heads-up play by Kang to just smack one in.
Yeah, it looked like Kang just, kind of just shot it. And I think it was a deflection. I think it might have been a deflection by UAB, one of the UAB players, but that was a great job, heads-up play by Kang there. And if you're Carter Chamberlain, there's really nothing you can do there. I mean, that's a lot of bodies in front. It's a great deflection, so that's a hard goal to defend there.
So it goes back here, full strength, penalty power play over for UAB off the goal. Austin Peay leading 6-2. It's, again, full strength here by both teams.
Yeah, if I'm UAB, I mean, this is definitely a great momentum there for UAB here.
Peyton Leonard takes a shot right in front of us here in our broadcast location. He's back up, though, as Creech tries to send one on goal. This is Ethan Goins now. Goins has Leonard to his right. Good stop, good move to fake the defender. Goins just misses that far post. He was trying to make sure and see if he couldn't ricochet that one back in. So here's Leonard. Under a minute and a half here for Austin Peay as Breen loses that one. Ethan Goins was closest player, so he's going to let Breen bring it up as he passes over to Cal Lewis. Lewis takes a shot where there were no boards or glass there to stop him. As Goins goes, Leonard sneaks it 5-hole. How about Leonard? We talked about this earlier. Sometimes you got to pay back your teammate that helped you out earlier, and that's what we just saw.
Yeah, that was a great setup there, and Peay and Leonard just right in front of the net, right in the slot area, and shoots and scores. That's a great job there with Peay and Leonard, just being right at the right place at the right time there.
So 4 points today for Peyton Leonard. 2 assists and the goal. Gotta love that.
Yeah, he's definitely had a great game today. He's been all over the ice. He's definitely a player to watch. He has a lot of speed, a lot of talent in that position there.
The assistant captains on this team. As Christensen loses that one, here's Hume. Govs lead 7-2. Carlson tries to keep it back over in the Gov zone. He will. Kang loses it. Govs just try to kick that one almost, if anything, as Carlson goes down. Carlson hits the ice. Govs have it. Singlin almost gets on it. Smith tries to get a stick on it. He deflects it just enough. Govs set back up here. 30 seconds remaining here before the end of the second period. This is Jackson Smith. Smith, good deke. Can he go back in and score once more? He just loses it, but able to get back on it. Now back out to Cale Lewis. Lewis has a man, goes to Singlin. Singlin to Breen. Connor Breen sends it towards goal. Hit Hume. Hume goes down. Breen can't save that one, and this one will drift all the way back towards the Governor's goal. With 5 seconds here, Breen just going to wait, and I think he's going to wait for this one to come to an end, and he will. So the Governors, they find the back of the net several times here in the second period. They're up 7-2 on UAB. Don't forget, we're coming back into our crunch time intermission report, but first, your sports communications student, AJ Crowder, with a special guest. Well, I should say, actually, we're going to wait for Isabella Clardy. My bad, Isabella. Boy, we're having that. I'm sorry, we won't go to break yet. We're waiting for Coach, and we're waiting for Isabella on the side over there as Coach Kane Eastwood. That's why we're glad we have a monitor so I can see what I was doing. I completely forgot on that one. I was so fired up by all the goals being scored, forgot what was going on here for a second. As we wait for Coach Kane Eastwood to turn around and get a chance to talk with Isabella, we'll send it over to Isabella in just a moment. Looks like, again, just waiting. Coach Eastwood, a lot of times he's over there putting the water bottles back into the carriers over there. He's got to do everything over there.
Yeah, Kane Eastwood does it all here.
Coach Kane Eastwood talking to Carter Chamberlain as he gets his coaching staff ready, and now he turns around to step over the bench, and he is over with Isabella Clardy. So we're going to send it over. Isabella, you and Coach.
You guys are up 7-2. What do you like most about what you're seeing from your team?
Our line one is they really kicked it into high gear. So our captain Ryan Boyer, he told me before the games this weekend that they would, if I put him on a line with those two guys, there would be some magic, and they let it happen this period, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What's the message to the team? What's the overall focus going into the next 20 minutes?
Just keep grinding, keep the pressure on, and keep grinding.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Coach. Guys.
Well, thank you so much, Isabella. Now, the much anticipated break that I told you about. It's Crunch Time Intermission Report. And our first sports communication student, AJ Crowder, with a special guest.
Hi, I'm AJ Crowder, here with Spirit Coordinator, TJ Bedaneshi. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, I just came with some questions to ask. Obviously, this is probably your first time doing an interview here in the communications department.
Yes, it is.
That's
I'm
wonderful.
very honored to be here. Thank you very much for having me.
That's great. That's great. Well, I would love to hear about your backstory and what led you here to Austin Peay.
Absolutely. I started cheering when I was 5 years old, and I ended up going to Ole Miss where I never made the team, so I always found different avenues to cheer, and that led me to become a UCA staffer. So I was traveling and getting the opportunity to work with a number of different schools, which kind of gave me that feel that I needed to travel more a little bit and kind of venture out. So I started as a high school coach, and then I landed a job as the head coach at another D1 university, where within my first year I won a national championship. So from there, thank you, in spirit, so cheer, dance, and mascot. So when I came here to Austin Peay, I was super excited to get a chance to work with the mascot. And yeah, so I just, throughout my years of cheering and, you know, always having that need to go somewhere bigger, and always I wanted to go more south, that's how I ended up in Tennessee.
It's definitely a lot warmer down here.
Yes.
It's beautiful. So how was your first season coaching here at Austin Peay last season?
It was an experience, that's for sure. And I always found that with coaching cheer, it takes a year at least to figure out what you're doing, because it's not just like any sport where you could just come in and play your same plays. Cheer, dance, mascot is all based on traditions of a school. So coming here last year, it was, okay, we need a game plan, but I don't know what it looks like yet. I have to watch, I have to see. And so my first year was a little bit challenging because of those obstacles in place, but I'm incredibly excited for year 2. Now that I know the traditions, I know what, for example, Gov's Walk looks like. I know what our pregame is. I know our fight song words. I know our alma mater. I know the little things that I didn't know starting off last season. So last year was a lot of different obstacles that we had to encounter, but this year we're off to a really good start, and I'm excited to get started.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's really great to hear, and I'm glad that you've had such a wonderful experience starting out here at Austin Peay. So now that you're done with your first year and you're on to year 2, like you said, what is your, so to speak, like goals or like your mindset heading into this year, and what you want to have going into year 3?
Definitely just doing it bigger and better this time around. You mentioned goals. Obviously, we have a national championship mascot on our hands right now, so we're looking to go back to back. And another goal that I have for cheer is to enter them into the game day competition and really take what we do here at Austin Peay during game day, which is a very unique experience, and put it onto the competition mat in January. So goals are that back-to-back mascot championship and competing in a new division where I think that we can land top 3 in our first year.
100%. That's really good to hear, and I really wish you the best of luck with all those things.
Thank you.
So you've obviously mentioned a lot of really positive things about the school and your experience here. So what would you say is maybe one of your most favorite memories being at Austin Peay?
That's a really good question. There are so many moments throughout the year last year where it was like, okay, this is why we do it and this is why we come back. But winning with the Gov last year was such an incredible experience, and just getting to be down there and watch that all happen was just absolutely amazing. And to be able to work with the Gov in my first year and see that success right away was so rewarding, and you know, it's indescribable how I felt when that all happened.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure it took, you know, plenty of hard work, and I know that not only did the Gov put in a lot of work, but you did too, to make sure that you pushed them to the limits to get to that point, to win that national championship, because it really is a big deal. And I mean, congratulations on that. I mean, that's wonderful.
And that's what was cool about the Gov winning as well. It was like, yes, I worked with him, but the mascot team really taught me a lot. So when they won and they put the medal around my neck, it felt like I was a teammate versus a coach. So it allowed me to kind of step back into that role of, we did this together. And the mascot team really, they are pros at what they do, and they taught me so much about what that was supposed to look like and how you achieve that. So it was a really cool moment for me to be done with coaching cheer, but step into that arena where they were winning and just watch as if I was on the team with them. So it was really cool.
That's a really wonderful experience to share. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm here with Coach TJ, the Spirit Coordinator, and thank you so much, and we'll send it back to you guys.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Crunch Time Intermission Report, second intermission report. My name is Christian Hunt with Dylan Walton. Dylan, we got to speak with Coach Eastwood right there walking in, and he was fired up about our broadcast. I mean, I'm surprised he even knows our names.
And let me tell you something. I think we got our credit to fame right there. That was our one-way ticket. He said he stopped us, matter of fact.
Yeah.
He seen our faces, and his face lit up. So that made my day. You know, I'm going to call my mom once I leave her and be like, Mom, hey, look, we a couple days away. We're a couple days away from getting that meal ticket, baby. We getting out of there.
Absolutely. But big second period as the Governors now lead by a score of 7-2, a 6-period goal for the Governors. As we talked about it at first intermission, a little bit of a slow start, got the 1 goal, but then laid it on. 6 goals in the second period.
That was by far the most entertaining second period of hockey I ever watched in my entire life. I think we scored 3 goals in under a minute of real time.
Yeah, it was really quick.
Jackson Smith, Payne Leonard, they showed out. You know, our offense just went full ballistic mode right there. And, you know, and that's all we needed. The 2 games that we've covered and broadcasted, that's what we've been. We either start out hot and we ride momentum for the rest of the game, or we're going to pick that second or third period, and then we're just going to blow the doors off in this game. And right now we have a, 5-point lead?
5-goal lead.
So
20 minutes left to go.
And I'm excited, man. I don't think UAB can even put up 2 goals in this third period.
We'll see what happens in this third period, but we're going to get you updated on the Austin Peay football score. It is at halftime. It is still 10-7, so the Govs still have the lead. Again, a close game out there in Utah. Still, we had we mentioned it earlier, Roman Copeland, 52-yard rushing touchdown. So a close game. We talked about it yesterday. We could see this being a close game for the Governors, but at the end of the day, all you need to do is get the win.
Just get the win, because it will be a problem in Clarksville. If we do not come out of here, we lose to a winless team, that'll be a big problem for our football team. So we cannot allow that to happen.
Especially as we got next week, we got homecoming against Tarleton State. Again, we will be with you for Govs Game Day, hosted by ours truly, along with Bryce Robinson. We'll get the whole cast and crew for that one.
I'm excited for that one.
But speaking of college football, we have some big games going on right now. It is halftime. Again, we mentioned it. We're going to talk about the Bama-Tennessee game, the third Saturday in October. It is currently 7-0 Bama in Neyland Stadium. We had a 5-yard touchdown catch from Ryan Reynolds, the 17-year-old phenom for the Roll Tide. He's got the only points on the board. They are at half currently. We also talked about some other scores here. The big score from Miami-Louisville up the road, where the Govs saw action week 1 against the Cardinals.
And we didn't do so hot.
We didn't do so hot, but you know what? The Cardinals didn't do too hot as they got the win, or they got the loss, against Miami. But it was a high-scoring affair. 52 points for Miami, 45 for the Louisville.
Man, one thing I love to see, college football is already offense-driven type of game. But Cam Ward and those Miami Hurricanes know how to put points on the board. He is the most calm, poised, nonchalant quarterback in the entire country when it comes to football. But he gets the job done each and every week. To my knowledge, he is still undefeated.
Yeah, undefeated.
I think it's only about 2 to 3 teams left that's undefeated. Them in Texas, to my knowledge. I may be missing one. Oregon, there we go.
There's still some handful. Speaking of undefeated teams, the service academies, Navy and Army.
Oh, yeah. We were
both
just talking about those. Yeah.
Both undefeated. We talked about it before we came on
and
air.
got wins today as well.
Got wins today, big wins against some old school triple option teams. So, but you mentioned Miami, they can put up points really quick. Team that doesn't really know how to put up points, Michigan. They are currently down 13-7 against the Fighting Illini in Illinois. So we've got some really good action going today. We've already got a lot of finals. I know Missouri beat Auburn at home, so that's a big one in the SEC. But the one tonight, big game tonight, Georgia going on the road again against the #1 team in the country. The second time they've done it this season, this time in the great state of Texas, in Austin, Texas, as they face the Longhorns.
My thing is, when they went against Alabama a few weeks ago, they went. I think Carson Beck wasn't ready for the environment. For some odd reason, I think he was just completely spooked. He played a tale of 2 halves. He played like one of us the first half, and he played like a Division I quarterback, a Power 5 quarterback.
A first-round Power 4 quarterback at that.
Yeah, in the second half. So I'm expecting him to come out, and he's ready. I know when you have big games coming up and you've already lost one, that bounce, what we call that bounce-back game, is that one. You can't sleep at night because of that. You see plays, you see coverages. You get those jitterbugs inside your stomach and all of that. So I'm expecting him to put on a virtuoso performance. And it's Texas, baby. Isaiah Bond and Quinn Ewers. I'm expecting another high scoring. This might be like Miami and Louisville. I really think this is going to be. I'm gonna throw out a score prediction. I see like a 43-37 type of game.
Really? You think it's going to be a high scoring? See, I think it's going to be the complete opposite. Texas has currently the #1 defense in almost any major category in defense. They talked about it on game day. They haven't really faced anybody of worth. They haven't really faced a big opponent in the SEC, right? Georgia, they are a little bit down on defense, but Kirby Smart is a defensive coach. He knows how to stop big play threats, but you got Coach Sarkisian in Texas. He not only has really good players, you talked about Isaiah Bond and Quinn Ewers, but he knows how to scheme you up with formations to really get you out of your comfort zone. It's really going to be a tale of two very different coaches, but two very good coaches, two that are also taught by the great Nick Saban.
Yep. And one thing you can love from the coach's standpoint, this is like you said, chess match. This is the ultimate chess match. Top teams in the SEC, the best conference in all of collegiate sports. Fiend. My song is on in the background. And I expect this to go crazy in Texas Stadium tonight. Between the coaches, the players, the crowd, this is going to be another electric performance, not only in SEC play, but the entire NCAA landscape.
Well, you mentioned it, right? The game that's going on right now in Knoxville, right? Then the game tonight. Major playoff implications, because not only do you have SEC implications, but you got playoff implications. Yep. You got to think the SEC is going to put probably 3 teams in the playoffs. The 2 teams that probably make the championship are going to get in. Obviously, the one that wins will get the automatic bid. You can see another at-large bid getting in, but Georgia is sitting at 2 losses, and then whoever loses between Bama and Tennessee with 2 losses, it's really hard to see either one of those teams climbing into the rankings to get into the playoffs, because you also got to remember, LSU has 1 loss. It's not even a conference loss. Their only loss is to USC. Texas A&M is undefeated in the conference. Their only loss on the season.
Talk about your boys.
Is Notre Dame. Listen, Vanderbilt's not getting they're not getting in. All right, Vanderbilt Commodores, they play later tonight against Ball State. Hopefully they'll get the win there, go to 5-2. Maybe see College Game Day next week as the Longhorns come to town.
And David, our cameraman David, he put a bet out there. He said he believes that Vandy can get the job done against Texas, be the first to be 2 #1 schools.
Well, for that to happen, again, Texas would have to win tonight. But again, getting back to the playoff implications, Georgia, again, they are sitting at 1 loss, and it's a conference loss to Bama, so they're obviously looking to avoid a second one. And then obviously Texas looking to avoid the big letdown at home against their first major opponent of the season. And then, like we mentioned, Bama, Tennessee, whoever loses that game will have 2 conference losses. Both those teams have a loss to a non-ranked opponent at the time, so that's going to be really tough because, again, you got teams like LSU, Texas A&M, who are still undefeated in the conference, who are still lurking there saying, guys, we're ahead in the standings right now above these 2 teams, even though we're not as highly ranked as them. So games that have major playoff implications, not only conference implications.
Yep, we're down to the last few weeks of collegiate football, but this is a perfect time to be a sports fan in general. If you're living in Clarksville, we got hockey, we got football, basketball, softball, we got it all. But if you want to talk about the professionals, the major leagues, we got the MLB World Series starting up soon. The NBA is coming around the corner. And the NFL is in prime time shape right now. It is a beautiful time to be a sports fan, not only in the city of Clarksville, but worldwide, man. This is the best stretch on heaven on earth.
This is what you would call the sweet spot in sports.
Yep.
Because, again, you mentioned MLB World Series about to kick off as we see the Govs taking the ice here momentarily. The crowd's getting wild here on Breast Cancer Awareness Night. It's a raucous environment, but you mentioned right now, you got the NFL tomorrow. The Titans, the local team, they go to Buffalo to try to get back on track. They're currently sitting at 1-5, and Buffalo got some big wins, got a big pickup in the trade with Amari Cooper.
Yep.
And then their fellows in New York picked up Devontae Adams, reunited him with Aaron Rodgers. So it is an absolute wild couple weeks of sports in general, but football in particular. And so we're super excited. And again, we're going to get you hopefully updates on the Gov score if we can at some point during this broadcast. But right now, man, we got 7-2 right now. We got Govs hockey. This has been really cool for us to do.
This has been amazing. I've enjoyed this way more than football. This has been a completely different environment for me. So I've taken everything, front foot forward. Man, that was a tongue twister right there. But I've taken everything front foot forward, and I've had a fantastic time these 4 times we've been out here.
Yep. So we will have more Govs hockey for you here in the near future. It looks like the Blazers are going to go ahead and take the ice here. So that's going to do it for us here on the Crunch Time Intermission Report. We will see you one more time this season as the Govs will host one more time. I'm not sure who we play in November. I'm sure the guys on the broadcast team will let you know that information. But that's going to do it for us here on the Crunch Time Intermission Report. We'll send it back to you guys.
Good work, baby.
Austin Peay, UAB, third period about to be underway here, and we officially have the puck drop. Ethan Schmidt, KCH bringing the action throughout this weekend series between the Governors and the Blazers. We've seen the Austin Peay Governors score 16 goals in 2 days thus far through 5 periods of play.
Yeah, it was looking rough the first period, but now second period and early on in this third period, they've done a really good job scoring goals here.
So Austin Peay again snapped a 4-game losing streak. We saw a good little sandwich there between Breen and Moyer on the Blazers offensive player, and now the Govs trying to get this one cleared out. Here's Kang. Kang loses it. Cale Lewis is there. Lewis is going to go, tries to get it to Ethan Goins. Goins can't get a stick on it, and that's going to be an icing, so that'll bring everything back the other way on the ice. Again, the Governors, they were sitting at 2-4, had gone on a road trip to Knoxville, didn't fare well, went to Oxford, didn't fare well either, so lost 4 straight, snapped it last night. They're now 3-4, looking to get even if they can hold on to the 7-2 lead here in this contest against UAB. They're sitting right in the middle of the pack as well in their conference so far, so I'd like to see them continue to have a good season. I believe they go to Georgia next week, so that could be a tough little run for them as well.
Yeah, it's this games this weekends have done a really good job just getting back on track, and after losing 4 straight, it's a really good turnaround.
As the Govs try to get this one in front of Trimble, finally that's Singlin fighting with Trimble over there, and Trimble has some words for Sam Singlin and a little smack to the skate as well as he goes by. Now here's Singlin trying to go to Christensen, and Smith is there as well, so it does go to Jackson Smith. A weak shot there, just drifts in front of the goal, and Connor Breen will chase it down.
Yeah, with it being a 7-2 game here, I just expect a lot of physicality going in here from out. UAB's a little frustrated, so they're gonna be coming out here with a lot of physicality here.
Trying to make up some points here in this one. Again, they haven't won a game. UAB hasn't won a game. They started their season off at middle, but Jackson Smith says, hey, you might try to break a losing streak. We did it yesterday. We're adding to it. Another great one. Jackson Smith, right place at the right time.
Yeah, that was a great pass there by Sam Singlin, and Jackson Smith just hanging out in the slot area and with a great one-timer, to get it in. That was a great setup there by Sam Singlin with a goal by Jackson Smith there.
So Jackson Smith.
So we take a little replay. Yeah, he just stayed in the slot area, stayed in the front of the net. The goalie couldn't do much about it. That's a one-time goal there.
Jackson Smith, his 4th goal of the weekend. Again, I mentioned he's the #1 goal scorer in the College Hockey South Division III. He's trying to continue to have that spot. And I misspoke, they're not in Georgia. I believe that's where UAB is next week. They're in Georgia. The Govs will be off until November 1st. They'll be in Kennesaw taking on the Owls. So they're technically in the state of Georgia, I should say, as that one stopped by Carter Chamberlain. Got a fun little message. Carter Chamberlain's mother came over to chat with us there right before we got into the second intermission and let us know Carter Chamberlain turns 20 on October 25th. So a happy birthday to Carter. Early birthday, we should say. We won't see him before that, or I guess after that, after this moment.
Yeah, he's done a great job this game. I think he's done a great job just keeping an eye on the puck. There's been a lot of movement there and a lot of deflections there, so he's been a really good job just staying ahead of his game here.
So again, Austin Peay heads to Kennesaw, Georgia on the 1st and 2nd. Then they come back home. As we see the icing call, they'll come back home on November 8th and 9th. Right here to the Ford Ice Center when they take on South Carolina. So that's the next home game series. So if you are enjoying this action, of course we always want you to join us on YouTube if that's where you can catch us, but witness one of these in person. This has been a lot of fun to watch this, and the night #1 was an absolute packed house, and night 2, still a pretty good showing here by Governors faithful.
Yeah, it's they have a great crowd here. It's great for Austin Peay, and to lift them up there. They needed it after being away for so long.
So Austin Peay will take this. That's Cooper Smith. Tries to get it past Trimble. Trimble does a great job to stop it, as Tate will chase it down. This is Hume. So Joseph Hume trying to go one-on-one with Chamberlain here. Can they bounce it in? They do. Carlson gets the deflection. So the third goal for the Dragons comes at 16:41 here.
Yeah, that was a great setup play by Hume. You know, finding Carlson right there in the slot area. You know, similar goal to what Jackson Smith had there early in the period. That was a great job there by Carlson, just getting a stick ready and you know, one time getting in the net.
So Hume gets the assist. Hume entered the weekend. Joseph Hume, I should say, entered the weekend. Was the leading goal scorer. Struggles against MTSU, but he was the bright spot. And then his brother Johnny had a great game yesterday, and so far, 3 different goal scorers in this one. Lohr, Carlson, and Kang all have goals for UAB. Governors lead, though, 8-3. 2-on-2 here. Breen steps over. Good job there by Chamberlain. Chamberlain gets a glove on it and stops the play.
Yeah, that was a great job there, Chamberlain there. Just not giving him any room there. You know, hugging the post there. That was a great job. Just you know, not showing him anything to shoot at.
Singlen, Jackson Smith, and Ryan Moyer all have 2 goals in this one. Goins and Leonard with a goal apiece as well. So 5 different goal scorers on the 8 goals for the Governors. They had 7 last night on their 9. So here's Peyton Leonard, who does have 2 assists and a goal in this one. Dekes the defender. Leonard tries to get it in, couldn't stop in time to get that over just the leg that he needed to, but he's going to send a warning shot over on the glass to Franklin. Try to win that puck back. Ethan Goins is there. Able to get out is Hume. Hume smacks it around to Leonard. Leonard's going to keep this in the attacking zone for the Governors. This is Trimble. Trimble finally gets it up to Creech. Creech is looking for Johnny Hume. Sends it right at the glove of Chamberlain. Chamberlain will hold on and stop it as Hume was the closest player to him.
Yeah, that was a routine save there by Carter Chamberlain. You know, he's been really good this whole game. You know, despite the 3 goals, he's been a really good goalie for Austin Peay here.
Again, the Governors used Dylan Wells last night. Wells had a great outing himself. 85% save percentage, 21st in the conference. So you like to see that if Carter Chamberlain can get that experience in the goal, you have someone like Dylan Wells as well for your first game on Friday night, as this one's around to Hume. Hume back to Carlson. Carlson can't connect. Gov's going to try to speed up here. That's Jackson Smith. Can he get the hat trick here? Tries to deke the defender. Smith loses his stick. Gov still have it. Christensen's there. Christensen fires. Puck bounces around. And it's going to be the Govs back on the attack. As this one goes over the stick of Tate. Kang's trying to get to it. That's going to be flipped out by Roadhamel. This is Carlson. Carlson pushes down Tate.
That looked like it was going to be interference against Carlson. That's he kind of just shoved Tate out of the way there without the puck there. That should be interference.
The officials come over to chat with Carlson. Joseph Hume talking over to the bench.
Yeah, I could not imagine that not being a penalty. That was way out of the way. You know, he did not have the puck there, so that's clear interference in my book.
Good call there, Casey, as Carlson heads to the penalty box. Governors will have one here. 2-minute penalty at 14:40 remaining in this 3rd period. Out to Breen. Breen trying to win this one away. Great job there, though, by Joseph Hume. Hume can't get past Cal Lewis, and Lewis able to deflect it to Breen. Back over now to Breen, who's going to wait to see who comes back to help him out. He's got Ethan Goins. He has Peyton Leonard. Ryan Moyer there. Leonard goes down. He's still trying to fight for it. Ethan Goins is up. Goins drifts over. Slips it over now to Lewis, who just can't get the stick on it. Govs have to come back and reset. Here's Cale Lewis with the smoothness moving around the ice here. Able to avoid 3 defenders at one point, did Cale Lewis. Lewis shot towards goal, just deflects off. Now back out. This is Breen. Breen works over. There's Cale Lewis just out of position, but he's able to save that one. He does. Cale Lewis saves it just in time. Here's Goins. Goins trying to cross over to Leonard. Leonard gets a little bit of a kick over. Breen's going to save it in yet again. Govs stay with it. That's Moyer. Moyer back to Breen. Breen to Lewis. Lewis to Goins. Goins tries the shot. Govs try to get one back in. Still can't get past Frolov here. Governor staying on it though. 36 seconds remaining in the power play. Crossover, Peyton Leonard one time, goes off the glove there and bounce towards the glass. Gov's trying to fight in the corner. Moyer goes down. This is Breen. Breen shot deflects up into the sky. And now it's going to be Joseph Hume who tries to send away. Lewis is able to stop it. 15 seconds on the power play. Crosses over. Breen, can he get it to go? No, it bounces off the post. Still alive here for Vertamo. Vertamo gets it out though to Goins. Goins tries the shot. Govs still have another look at it. And finally, trying to clear this one out. Cale Lewis will keep it though. Governors have stayed hot on this attack. Defender goes down. Govs try to go. Goins on the backhand, can't get it. Creech is there. And now Hume will send it, and Governors will have to retreat here.
Yeah, I think that offensive zone, was probably their best offensive zone chance this whole game, but they couldn't cash in there.
There's Jackson Smith, caught that one low, looked like a shortstop making the out there on the diamond. Catches that one softly, able to put it in front of him, and now here's the chance for Christensen. Christensen has had several good looks tonight, just can't convert.
Yeah, he's been all over the ice here. I mean, he's done a really good job playmaking and using his big body to just get in the way and pass pucks.
So here's Cale Lewis. Lewis over to Breen. Breen, who had 2 goals last night, tries to send that one, goes high over Smith, who can't grab it. Smith was looking back because he got a little bit of a tap there from the goalie, and then sending it back was Singlin. And Smith thought about turn on and realized it would have been offside, so he couldn't do it.
Yeah, that was a great job by Jackson Smith, just realizing it would have been offsides and not going offsides there.
So again, both teams at full strength here. 11 and a half minutes remaining in this contest. Govs leading 8-3. This is Tate. Tate sends one as it bounces all the way up into the netting above off the deflection from Frolov.
Yeah, going back there in that sequence that Austin Peay had there in the offensive zone, that was probably their best, offensive zone sequence there. Moving the puck around, getting some shots on net. UAB couldn't clear it, so that was a great job there. Just couldn't cash in.
So Austin Peay, Connor Blackmore, Zach Tate, Sam Singlin, Blake Roadhamel, and looks like Justin Bernot on the ice for the Govs here. As this one will go past the defensive group, and Tate will be the one that tracks it down. Carlson, King, Vertamo, Moygan, and I believe that is Joseph Hume for UAB. This is Bernot. Bernot tries to leave that softly. Connor Blackmore was near it. Roadhamel tries to knock it down with his stick as Chamberlain stops it and will tap that one out to Tate. Tate was trying to go to Hoke there. Now here's Bernot. Can Bernot scoot by? Bernot, not only does Bernot bounce into the boards in front of UAB, also hits the official there on the side. The official couldn't get out of the way fast enough as Chamberlain sends this around to Bernot on the far side. Bernot trying to get to Blackmore. Blackmore can't get to it. Govs do eventually get to it, trying to feed it back out to the offensive player near the net, but now we have a 3-on-2 going the other way. Johnny Hume tries to 5-hole it. Chamberlain's able to block it. And does Chamberlain get the stop on it? I believe he does. Chamberlain, I think he might have got that stuck in the pads and didn't realize it.
Yeah, I don't think he knew where that puck was, but that was a great heads-up play not to move the pads a little bit more, because if it would have trickled out and went in the net, that would have been a good goal for UAB. So that was a great job there by Carter Chamberlain just to realize where the puck was.
Mr. Governor letting us know that the goalie last week came in averaging 22 goals allowed between the 2 games against MTSU. Gave up 27 and 18 did Frolov. So he's been behind him the entire game, letting him know that he is here. Governor Peay in attendance here. Johnny Hume, a chance, tries to go 5-hole again. Good stop by Chamberlain. Creech then tries to get the rebound. Not going to work there. Peyton Leonard saves this one.
Looked like that was offsides there by Austin Peay. It was a close call there. I think it could have gone either way there, but it's a good call by the refs.
And of course, the the official doesn't have the benefit of a replay like we would have our angle. I thought Leonard was good to go, but again, it's just, you know, as a teammate, you're speeding that way and you can't really stop if he has to make an adjustment. So Moyer looked like he may have been over the line. There's Kane. Kane's going to take a quick little shot to the body there. And the Govs will have this offensively yet again.
Yeah, that was a great hit there by Ben Grandchamp there, number 17.
Here's Leonard. Leonard softly over to Goins. Here's Goins again. Can he get one to go? Not that time. Moyer's trying to fight for it. Loses the puck. Govs keeping it in. Another chance. This one Frolov gets on. What a laser shot there by Smith. Sent it right there, and Frolov, I don't think he knew where it was going at first, and Peyton Leonard almost had another one.
Yeah, it looked like Frolov didn't really see the puck there that much, you know, but that was a good heads-up play by Cooper Smith, just putting the puck on net. You know, Peyton Leonard's right there, so Peyton Leonard would have cashed it on a rebound. So that was a great job by Frolov, just freezing the puck, you know, not letting Peyton Leonard get that rebound.
Jackson Smith is there. Now it's going to be Breen. Breen trying to go back to Cale Lewis. Was singling. Just sends it right into the stick of Hume, and Hume's going to go the other way. Chamberlain coming out of the net there. That could be risky business for him, as he gave that one right back to Joseph Hume, and if someone was cutting, that would have been a goal. Govs get a little bit lucky there as Chamberlain. How about Chamberlain on that one? Moygan was on the shot. Carlson is a big body to try to look around and pull that one down, but take a look at that.
Yeah, that was a great save there by Carter there, you know, kind of challenging and moving up in the crease and making a great save there.
So here comes UAB still on the attack. Austin Peay doing a great job. Vertamo was the one. He thought he was getting that pass. Christensen takes that away. Smith was there, almost able to deflect that one, as this one will finally go to Breen. Breen goes behind the net there. That's Lewis. This is Hume. Hume takes the body of Cale Lewis as he hits the ice, and now the Governors 3-on-2 advantage. Here's Jackson Smith. And again, I think they're going to call offsides.
Yeah, it looked like Sam Singleton there kind of got a little ahead of the play there, but you know that's another close offsides that could have gone either way there for Austin Peay. Offsides there, but you know they're up 5. You know it's all about just keeping composure and playing good defense here from here on out. So see what Austin Peay can do from here on.
Well, Jackson Smith is now in the penalty box. I didn't see what happened there. I was trying to figure that out. He's sitting across from us. It's a power play here for UAB.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the penalty could have been on for Jackson Smith. I didn't really see what was going on there.
Cale Lewis now skating around. Gets past Vertamo. Could not get past Franklin, though. Franklin just has to kick it up to Johnny Hume. Hume loses his footing. Governors are able to steal this one back. There's Breen. Softly sends it over to Hoke. Hoke tries to get it. Good deflection by the Blazers there. Joseph Hume with the laser shot. Chamberlain answers yet again.
Yeah, Carter Chamberlain's had a lot of good saves here. You know, that's another, you know, just challenging him, getting up on the crease. You know, taking a lot of space for UAB. So he's done a great job there.
So the face-off will be coming as we see one more look at that.
Yeah, that was a good shot by Carlson, but just a better save there by Carter Chamberlain.
So again, working over is Carlson. Carlson's going to go off the pads of Chamberlain, and then missing on the pass, Carlson to Lohr, as this one goes all the way back. Trimble's going to get on it, and 1:05 remains here in this power play. 6:52 remaining in the contest. Governors up 8-3, trying to sweep the weekend against the Blazers. Here's Breen. As Lohr's going to be called with the high stick there. Was trying to swat that one out of the sky as the Governors get on it, stop and play, as the high stick's called there against UAB.
Yeah, that was a great call there by the ref. You know, UAB obviously had the the stick above the shoulder, so that would be high sticking.
So 43 seconds remaining here in this power play. Governors will be back to full strength in just a moment. They just got to make sure they can wait this one out as Christensen comes over in the face-off against Johnny Hume. Hume wins it. Now in front of the bench there is Joseph Hume, who's able to slip it back to Johnny. Johnny, though, has to go back to Trimble, and it's going to go across the blue line, so it has to be cleared out of the neutral zone here. Govs defensively come over, and that one's going to be high in the sky by Lohr. And Chamberlain puts both glove and stick on it to stop play.
Yeah, that was a great cover there by Carter Chamberlain. You know, he saw pressure from UAB. It was a good decision to keep that covered.
Lohr looked like he was just trying to chip in, chip onto the green there for a second. That was a high, and that could be dangerous. You got to think about that if you're you're the goalie. You're used to things either coming at that laser area or, on the ice. For it to go up in the air, that could take a weird bounce. So a great job just to trap it down.
Yeah, that was a great job by Carter Chamberlain just to keep his heads up there.
There's Trimble to Creech. Creech fires in. Chamberlain makes another one.
Yeah, another great save there by Carter Chamberlain. A lot of bodies in front of him. Carlson for UAB is a really big body there, so that's a great job there by Carter Chamberlain, just seeing the puck there.
12 seconds remain on the power play for UAB. Govs trying to kill another one here as Lohr went down behind the Governors. Singlin, great move, gets past the defender. Singlin, can he score another one? Just misses it, does Sam Singlin, as the Govs are back to full strength now. Jackson Smith is right back onto the ice. 4 goals this weekend for Smith. 2 today, 2 yesterday. As this one goes all the way over to Lohr, and now Lohr's going to try to send it to Kang. Kang can't get to it. Tate popped it back up. Now Roadhamel's there. Under 5.5 remaining here in the contest. Governors, can they improve to 4-4? That's what they're going to try to do. As this one gets sent towards Smith. Smith, a good little kick out to Christensen, just can't get on top of it. There's Singlin, though. Singlin tries to swing on that one. Good deflection by Vertamo. But is it more than just that? We'll see here. I think it was just the grab at the end is what the call for the stoppage is.
Yeah, that was a great play there by Jackson Smith, trying to feed it over to Jeff Christensen, but it got tangled up in his skates, so couldn't get a clean entry there, but that was a great try there.
Govs, good job there by Lockwood to make sure he knocks that one down. Gavin Lockwood played some valuable minutes last night as well for the Governors in here, as Moyer's able to win that one away. In the last second, Johnny Hume able to get a stick on it. Chamberlain left that one in front of him. Chamberlain's made 2 great saves, but he should have stopped that one. It was in dangerous territory. As Goins gets this up to Leonard. Leonard tries to get past the defender, leaves it for Goins. Goins, can he score again? Leaves it soft for Moyer. Moyer sends it too strong, though, behind the net. They collide on the side, Leonard and Moygan. Gov's still trying to fight for this one. There's Moyer. Lockwood's going to have to let that one go past him, so this is going to roll out to Cooper Smith. And now Smith will try to get everybody back set in the neutral zone before they cross. There is Leonard. Leonard, great move. Leonard sends it high. Good glove by Frolov.
Yeah, that was a great job by Frolov there. Peay and Leonard came in with a lot of speed there. That was a great shot, but a better save there by Frolov.
Frolov picks that one out of the sky. The Governors will get the face-off here in the Blazers zone. Puck hits the ice, and it's right to the Blazers. Governors, though, able to get out from underneath it. Here's Breen trying to fight with Trimble. Kang trying to get out of it. Kang's going to take a shot there. Gov's back on it. Bruneau was there. Now it's Carlson. Carlson sends it forward to Loans.
Looks like a delayed penalty here by Austin Peay. It looks like number 42, Alex Huck, will be going to the box here. Looked like cross-checking.
Alex was there earlier in this game as well, and he spent some time over there today, unfortunately.
Yeah, You know, that's a undisciplinary penalty there for Austin Peay. You know, that's something you don't want to see. You know, you have 3 minutes and 42 seconds here. You know, try to keep a clean game from here on out. But you know, we'll see what their penalty kill could do here.
And this will be, as you saw the shot over there, the breast cancer awareness game for Austin Peay. In their last home game until early November. As Singland comes over. We saw the team all wearing pink earlier, took a photo together. Fans in the stands all got a little sign as well that they could fill out for someone that they love or care for that's battled breast cancer or is battling breast cancer currently. As the Govs trying to work this one out of the zone, it goes to Singland. Good job there by Johnny Hume to get a stick on it, but Jackson Smith is able to get on it. Smith being pushed from behind. Again, the Governors trying to kill this power play, and they have the ability and the speed to really not only kill it but score here, even a man down. Singland sends it right there on cue, right off the glove there of Frolov.
Yeah, Austin Peay has the speed and skill to just get a lot of shots on, even if they're short-handed.
An outshot yesterday, 53-35 against UAB. So here is the Govs. And how about Singland? Singland looked like the fullback coming through the hole, and Hume thought he was the big bad linebacker, and he took the brunt of that one. Hume's going to have to find himself maybe a little bit of time to get his breath back because Singland gave him an absolute shoulder to the head.
Yeah, Sam Singland's been doing it all. That was a great reverse hit there by Sam Singland there.
Joseph Hume said, "You guys catch the license plate on the truck." There's Cale Lewis. Govs, 15 seconds remaining here on the power play. That is in favor of UAB. Govs have 8 seconds to kill it.
Yeah, it looks like the Govs are just wasting some time here, just playing with the puck, just not really doing too much here.
Govs go back to full strength as Ryan Moyer steps on the ice. Govs have to be patient and let someone cross. They do. Smith fires on goal off of the glove, then finally stopped by Frolov. But Jackson Smith, he sends that one with just an absolute electricity behind it.
Yeah, that was a great shot by Jackson Smith, but that was a great job by Frolov just to cover it. They're down 8-3. They just need to cover there. That's a great job.
1:32 remaining in this contest. Govs at full strength. They lead 8-3, trying to even their record at 4-4. This one will go near the back of the net. Blazers looking for someone to go to. That's Creech. Tries to go to Vertamo. Sends it too deep. Vertamo can't get to it. And that will lead to an icing call, and everything will go back the other way.
Yeah, I think Austin Peay's done a great job here. Just getting some goals. And they're picking up their speed. The first period was a little tough for them. Picking up their speed, but here on out, it's been really good for them.
That is Roadhamel who sends it back. There's Goins who had a chance. Kang's able to flick it forward now to Vertamo. So here's Vertamo. Govs get in front of it. That was Roadhamel. Kang showing off his quickness and elusiveness. Creech tries to fire towards goal. Govs are there. That's Moyer. Moyer has Leonard. Leonard's going to bring this up. Under a minute remaining here. Leonard and Goins were there. They make a little bit of a collision and lose the puck. This is Moyer back towards it. Goins thought he had the deflection. Moyer tracks it down, kicks it over to Leonard. Leonard can't get to it. That one's going to roll past. And now the Governors are going to have to retreat here to get back on side. 35 seconds here. There's Goins. Goins to Moyer. Moyer's across. Moyers leaves it softly to Goins. Goins back to Moyer. Moyer fires on shot again there, just off the leg pad of Frolov. Again, 20 seconds remaining here. Govs still trying to attack, trying to keep this aggression towards the Blazers hot here. As there's 10 seconds now, and it's going to be Lohr who goes the other way. Govs just able to get in front. That was Tate. Defensively had to step out. As time expires, Austin Peay takes game 2, 8-3. The Governors. How about it? After losing 4 straight, they're now winners of back-to-back games. And Casey, in game 2 here, wasn't the same just explosion that we saw, I really feel, in game 1, but game 2, the Governors a little bit cleaner, a little bit better all.
Yeah, they still struggle in their defense zone and even in their offense zone, not cashing out on some opportunities. But after the first period, they've done a really good job cashing in and staying up. They did a really good job today. Big game here.
Well, the Governors return to action on November 1st. It will be away at Kennesaw State, then back home here on the 8th and the 9th as the Governors face off against South Carolina here at home. Of course, we'll have that action for you on the APSU-TV channel, YouTube channel as well, and of course you can catch all the games online as well. Well, for Casey Yates and Isabella Clardy, I'm Ethan Schmidt. This has been an absolute blast. We want to give everybody a shout out back in the truck. Thank you so much for all the hard work that our students have put in throughout this weekend as the Governors take 2 here. Well, today's game has been produced by our sports communication students from the Austin Peay State University Department of Communication. Don't forget, this has been a presentation of the Austin Peay Sports Network.